First at 5, controversy at the state capitol over a bill that would let state licensed professionals cite religious beliefs as a reason to refuse to serve certain people.
The LGBTQ community worries that Senate Bill 17 could limit who gets services from state licensed professionals like lawyers, counselors, even healthcare workers. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen is at the Capitol with today's committee hearing.
Robert and Sydney, in 2016, 4 counselors were fired across the country for refusing service to same-sex couples. That's according to state documents submitted here to the Committee on State Affairs. Now, the author of this bill says this is a preliminary measure to make sure something similar couldn't happen here in Texas. This issue divides faith groups. People like B. Moorhead with Texas Impact see it as another example of would-be laws discriminating against LGBTQ Texans.
Basically, it's trying to take religious belief, which is a very personal thing, and turn it into kind of a get out of jail free card.
A variety of people came to the Texas Senate Monday, from lawyers to hairdressers. Some folks want to practice their faith without a threat to their license.
My faith in God is part of who I am. It is the reason that I can love my clients.
The author of the bill, Lubbock Republican Senator Charles Perry, took issue with accusations that it was meant to benefit only white evangelicals.
To actually be able to live our faith, and our living our faith does not stop when we start to work.
But opponents worry about a slippery slope with such open-ended language.
Super broad opt-out for people based on something as poorly defined in law and with reason. So it's not easy to define what constitutes a sincerely held religious belief.
Most people here spoke against the bill, but it is expected to pass this committee and the full Texas Senate. But it has to pass the Texas House by the end of May. At the Capitol, Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
This bill would only apply to occupational licenses. It would not protect the practitioners from getting fired or getting sued for denying service to someone.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick is already talking about a possible special session. In a newsletter, he said, quote, "There is no question that the majority understand that we must make substantial property tax reforms before we go back home, whether that is at the end of May or as many special sessions as it takes." For context, Senate Bill 2 is the one that addresses property tax reform. It needs the support of 19 senators for it to get to the Senate floor. 18 are publicly supporting it. On the fence, Amarillo Republican Senator Cal Seliger. You can read Phil Prazen's report on why right now in the Texas Politics section of KXAN.com.